introduction to Tai Chi session with versus arthritis. Today's session follows on from session number 1, so if you haven't already, do check that one out. We will be using some of the movements that we learnt in our first session, and also I will be sharing with you a couple of new arm and leg movements too. Some health and safety points before we get started. If you're not sure Tai Chi is for you, then do consult a health professional first before starting any new exercise regime. Always listen to your body and make sure that all of the movements stay well within your comfort zone. If anything hurts or you feel severe pain during the session, then do stop immediately. It's really important that we keep all our exercise safe, comfortable and suitable for our own bodies. Make sure the floor space that you're moving in today is free from any tripping obstacles, and if you're using a chair, make sure that it is sturdy and it's not going to fall over. Have a bottle of water handy so that you can keep hydrated through the session, and wear loose, comfy clothing that you're going to be able to move around in, and sensible shoes that are not going to slip off. The aim of the session is to introduce you to the gentle, low impact movements of Tai Chi. We'll start with a warm up, then I shall share with you some arm and leg movements and combine them together into our own Tai Chi flow, and finish with a cool down relaxation. I'll be performing some of the session seated and some of it standing, so hopefully you'll be able to follow along with me. So without further ado, let's get started. Taking a good sitting position on the chair so you can plant your feet firmly on the floor in front of you, about hip width apart. We want to ground our feet into the floor and at the same time really maintain a good posture by lifting up through the crown, keeping this core area strong, so pulling our belly button through to our spine and engaging our abdominal muscles. We also want to keep all our joints soft and tension free and everything nice and relaxed. Our warm-up uses each part of our body, so loosening it off and getting it ready for exercise. Like I say, keep all these movements well within your comfort zone and listen to your body as we start to move. Okay, so turning the head nice and slowly. And the other way. One more time, just turning as far as you can. Tilting the head, so ear to shoulder. Keeping the head under control, so we're not dropping it. And one more time. Moving on to the shoulders, shoulder rolls. So lifting the shoulders up to the ears, making a nice circular motion. And changing direction. them to shoulder height and relaxing down. So whenever we're moving our hands, we want to feel like they're moving through water, so adding a little bit of natural resistance. Let's do the same to the side, floating them down. Inhaling here and exhaling, keeping the breathing calm and a little bit deeper than we would normally. Bringing the hands up. I'm going to circle them round. So just loosening the wrists. And let's go the other way. Clenching them tight and release and relax. Moving on to our spine. So lifting to shoulder height, and we're just going to open out with a little twist of the waist, bringing that hand back and down. Opening out, turning the waist. Once more on each side. Knees now, so just extending the leg and the other way. So we're keeping the knee joint soft, we're not locking that out as we straighten it. And still trying to sit nice and tall in our chair. We're just going to point and flex. And the other side. And then something called gather the chi. So nice big inhale. Reaching up to the ceiling and relaxing, bringing the hands down. Inhale here, big breath in, expanding the lungs and chest. And exhale as the hands move down. One more time. Everything calm, nice and relaxed. And then giving your arms and legs a little shake. Excellent, we're ready to move on to our arms. So grab a quick drink. I'm going to stand up for the next section, so I'll just get rid of my chair. So moving on to our arm movements, I'm going to do this part standing up today. So thinking about our posture again, we've got our feet about hip width apart in that parallel stance. So I'm grounding my feet into the floor and lifting up through the whole body, lifting up through the crown, stretching out the spine, keeping these abdominals engaged, this core area strong, keeping all our joints tension free. We're not locking those out, and maintaining this good posture as much as you possibly can whilst we're practicing our arm movements. So first of all, we're going to bring the arms up and hold a chi ball in front of us. Now imagine this chi ball is energy, and we're really moving this energy around, so holding the ball. Focus on the hands and really try to get that mind and body connected. Let's hold the ball. And release and relax. Nice calm breathing. And this time, holding the ball, one hand on top of the other. We're going to turn the ball around and hold the ball. Let's go again. So turning the chi ball and again. Bringing the hands to the chest again, holding the ball. Open and close that chi ball. So really adding the resistance to this move. Pull apart the hands and push them together. Really focus on the palms, so they are our Lao Gong energy points, and it really connects the mind to the body, making the movement nice and mindful, staying present in the moment. Holding our ball. So we're going to turn the ball, move it across and turn the ball around. So using the waist now to turn and move the ball across, corner to corner. So keeping the breathing deep and calm, and if you can, inhale here as we turn the ball and exhale as we move the ball across. If it suits you, it's a little bit slower breathing and it gets a little bit deeper, expanding the lungs and chest. Exchanging heaven and earth. So pushing up to the ceiling, if you remember from last session, and pushing down to the table next to you, feeling that stretch high to low, and then holding the ball. Let's go the other way. Stretching high to low, bringing it back to our center. And again. New move now, we're going to stroke an imaginary horse with our top hand down to our table, and the other hand comes up to hold a mirror about face height, and then we're bringing them to hold the ball. So top hand becomes the top of the ball and the bottom hand scoops under to become the bottom of the ball. So we stroke the horse, we hold the mirror, and then we bring them back to hold the ball. We stroke the horse, we hold the mirror. So trying to get this movement continuous, slow and flowing. And again, really feeling that movement. Let's do a couple of more of those. So stroking the horse and holding the mirror. Keeping the shoulders relaxed as we're moving the arms. Yes, fantastic. So again, just give your arms and legs a little shake. Grab a drink if you want one, and we'll move on to our legs. So standing tall, thinking about that posture, we're starting in our parallel stance, and we're just going to add a little mini horse stance. So I want you to keep the posture tall. The knees are traveling in the direction of our toes, just as far as in your comfort zone, and then we're bringing ourselves back to standing position. So still keeping tall with the posture as we bend our knees, and our weight is 50-50 right down the center of these 2 feet, bringing it back to standing. If you can visualize sinking the weight down into the floor through the feet, grounding ourselves into the floor. Sometimes it's called rooting, so spreading our roots. And again. Taking our feet slightly wider, and we're going to use that horse stance like we did in session 1. So it's a slightly bigger movement. Posture remains just the same, and our knees travel in the direction of our toes like we're sitting on a horse. We're still sitting proud, nice tall torso, and bringing it back to our central position, standing tall, and again taking it down. Knees traveling in direction of the toes, good strong thigh position, keeping the body weight distributed evenly between these 2 feet, and just bending to wherever is comfortable for you. Everybody's different. And again, taking it down, horse stance. Our next stance is side bow. So again, bending one knee, keeping the other knee straight and moving the body weight over to one side. But we're still keeping that posture high to low. So trying to avoid leaning the body and listening to our own knees, keeping it safe and comfortable. Bringing the feet together. New movement today is called bow stance. So we turn one foot out to 45 degrees and bring the other foot forwards about hip width apart, heel toe, and we transfer into our bow stance. So it's like a front lunge. I want you to pay attention to this knee joint here. So we want it to stay over the ankle. It's not being pushed forwards over the toe. Not so great for your knee joint. So keep it well, really safe, and in a good position here. I should be able to still see my toes if I'm looking down, and then I'm lifting up here in the posture again, keeping that really maintained, and about 60% of my body weight is forward, still 40% going into that back leg there, and my heel stays on the floor. So this is called bow stance, and we're just going to rock our weight backwards. Again, knee follows the direction of toe, and bring it forwards. So like a little swaying motion, keeping it nice and relaxed, keeping it slow, and just keeping this movement small and well within your comfort zone. And let's step it in, and then we'll repeat that with the other leg forwards. So turning that foot out, bringing the other foot forwards, heel toe into our bow stance. Let's just check our position. We've got our knee over our ankle. It's not coming forwards over the toe, so I can still see my toe when I look down. I'm lifting up here, keeping good posture, hips aligned, everything nice and relaxed. And I'm going to rock my weight backwards and forwards. So about 60% of my weight comes forwards, and then it moves back. I'm just lifting the toe off the floor there, engaging the leg muscles, and keeping the movement continuous and slow. And being very mindful of my body weight and my posture as I'm moving from one leg to the other. And then stepping in to our parallel stance, and if we just take those feet slightly turned out, and then we're going to alternate our steps forward into our bow stance. So if we sink the weight over, we can release this foot, heel toe, into your bow stance, and then we rock back. We can release this foot again, so we can step to the side to our starting position. Then the other way, so sink the weight over, release the foot, heel toe into our bow stance, and then we can rock back, release the foot, and step to the side. So alternating feet coming forwards. And again, the smaller the stride, then the more upright the knees can be. The longer the stride, obviously the lower the knee bend and more challenging the movement. So keep within your comfort zone and just listen to your body. And this is one of our very basic movements. The bow stance, it forms the start of our Tai Chi walking. So it crops up all the time. Heel toe forwards. And let's step it back and step to the side. Excellent. So grab a drink. That's our legs. We're going to put everything together, arms and legs, so combine into a nice flow. Okay, so at the start of every Tai Chi form or flow, we really want to get our mind in the moment and focus on feeling our own flow. So I hope you're starting to get that mind-body connection and feeling calm and relaxed during this practice today. Starting with our feet parallel. Think about your posture. So I always do a little body scan from my feet. I'm lifting up, abdominals engaged, lifting up through the crown, everything relaxed. And I'm going to bring the hands to hold the ball. Focusing on the movement and really feeling my flow. Keeping the breathing calm and relaxed. adding that resistance, like my arms are floating through water. Turning the ball, let's add that mini horse stance. We can push these hands together. Inhale and exhale on the effort of the bend. Nice inhale and exhale. Taking the feet slightly wider so we can sink into that horse stance a bit deeper. Still thinking about our posture. Inhale, exhale. Focusing the mind on the body. Holding the ball, one hand on top of the other. And we're turning it round, taking it to the side bow, and bringing it back to centre. Taking it over. So a progression here is staying low, travelling through our horse stance. So we're going to turn one foot out, hold the ball. Heel toe, we're going to stroke the horse and hold the mirror into our bow stance. We're rocking back and stepping to the side. So sinking the weight, heel toe, stroke the horse, hold the mirror into your bow stance, rocking back and stepping to the side. And again. Heel toe, stroke the horse, hold the mirror. So same arm as leg comes forwards. Step into the side. Excellent work. Grab a quick drink and we'll finish with a lovely cool down relaxation. I'm going to sit on my chair for this, so I'll go and grab it. So let's shake our arms and legs. And I'm going to sit down, making soft fists. I'm just going to tap my thighs, just get rid of any tension. And then I'm going to inhale here as we gather the chi. And exhale. And again. So this is like we're scooping up all that positive energy and bringing it into our bodies. lifting our mood and spirits. And again. And then balance the chi, so we just turn the palms facing the ceiling and we turn them over and we push down. And again, inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Really relaxing, clearing the mind. And then bringing everything round. Thanks for joining me again today for that introduction to Tai Chi session number 2. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've progressed a little bit further, added a couple of new movements, and we'll do the same in session number 3. So hope you can join me then. Bye.